Welcome to another video on my Raspberry Pi 1 running Raspbian Linux, programmed in Python and connected by band cable to this breadboard with electronics and including some fischertechnik components. Last time I managed to add the third ADC channel to the whole setup, and excuse me for shaking the camera, and now I want to expand and see how many channels I can actually use. Now I do not have many sensors to connect to the ADC, because that is what it's still about, with SPI protocol to be sensed and probed by the oscilloscope. Now last time I added also this NTC, and everything so far works. But how to continue with adding things by a lack of real sensors like two LDRs and an NTC? Well, adding two more potmeters, which are rather small, but they do function. But where to put them? Well, first of all, I'm going to remove everything that is no longer really connected and have no use. And after that, I will combine these two potmeters, connect them to the fourth port, and see if I can read that one as well. So, first thing, remove all wires, including this one. Makes no sense anymore. This one is just for probing the voltage. Makes no sense. Then this one is no longer connected. This one is connected through wiring to this one. I'll let it be for now. This potmeter has been there for a number of experiments, no longer in use, can go. And this one can go. And these jump wires may come in handy right now. Is this one connected? No longer. This one can go. This resistor can go. This improvised jump wire can go as well. And this one can go. So you can call this a clean sheet. So how to continue? Well, first of all, I want to add this one in the same way I've added that one. Question is only, does it fit? And that's a very good question, actually. And it looks like that I have to remove some solder from here in order to make it work, because I can't do it with this. These wires are too short. So let's clean up. I could use this one, but I haven't set this one to 10 kilo ohms, which is necessary for these ones. And this one is set to 10 kilo ohms, so I have to do a little preparation. So this potmeter has been set in place, and this one now connected, well, in the lane, with this one as the beginning, this one as the end. So in comparison, since this one is with the NTC is the end, I have to wire this to the ground. So now I have to wire this to the ground. And that can be from anywhere in the lane. A little bit careful with the wires. That should work. And then wiring to the ADC from here. To here, that's no problem. And then wiring from here to, which port that will be? Well, it turns out that that is port 7, the 8th port. So now is everything connected? At least I do hope so. And now when everything is coded, then I should be able to read the value of this potmeter over the ADC. And last time it turned out that I didn't read actual values, but I read spikes, and those spikes could be higher or lower. So with 2 LDRs, 1 NTC and 1 potmeter, 4 different signals, I'm very curious how that will read out, how they can be separated optically or with your eyes. And this is SPI port 7. So I will have to keep that in mind when programming. And with everything wired, I think I should start programming. But before I start programming, I would have to test everything if it still works. Important as well. So let's test. So that is one thing. Wiring, as said, programming is next. Well, this is preparation at boot of the Raspberry Pi. So when it resets itself again for some unknown reason, then I will see here, and then well, we'll have to see then. Anyway, starting the program, giving nice values, and what happened last time is that this is kind of strange that LDR and LDR2 give opposite values. So now when I cover the LDR2, it goes up in value,
And when I cover the other LDR, it goes down in value, as you can see. So why that is, I have no clue. And then of course nothing to do with the ADC, but with pulse modulation software on the two LEDs, which still works, high and low. So that goes nicely. And here you can see the various spikes. And last time I did find out that I should set the time base on 1 second, having the time delay here also on 1 second. Or at 1 second, whatever. So that nicely works out. Now the point is programming. How is that going to work out? Well, I should actually be able to put these lines, well, kind of, right here. So also keep in mind that it is 0 to 7, and it counts from 1 to 3. So I need to do this as 8. That should be possible. Then, what next? Well, actually adding something, a resistor value, which I already have. And then that's a coincidence. I keep using 7. That's good. It just so happens. So this is the value and this is the value. And yeah, little more programming to do. Then just hoping 8 is the correct one, but since this is 1 and this is 2 and this is 3, well, with 8 it will be. So let's go, see whatever happens. And yes, I will need a screwdriver to change the value. Not of this one, but of this one. Because this one is set to 10 kilo ohms, just like this one and this one. So, save and go. And it immediately gives a value of 197. 197. Will this change when I change the position? Oh yes, most definitely. Although the question is how, because I'm not doing anything now. And now it suddenly is 31. And I barely turn it. 21. I really again barely turn it up. Oh, Really. So now it's 0. It's fully turned down. Then I turn it to the full contact, to the full of the other side. Do I need pressure then? Very strange. Apparently, it makes poor contact. Or it is a very good. No, it's just a potmeter. Now it says 232. Pressing on it, 232. Alright. I turn it all the way up. And adding some pressure. Really. Some strange values to be read. Why is that? I would say bad contact, but it reads anyway, so that's good. Okay, so although the resistor value is not really as expected, well, it needs pressure to give a reliable value, apparently, clearly. What does the value say on the oscilloscope? So, which value is which? Spikes on it equally is high. And there is some delay, so whenever I see this, it is not yet on here. So let me change the value, press, and okay, it's at maximum now, which is strange considering its value. Now it says 255. I will wait and look at this bar, or yeah, data. Do we see something different? Let me turn it a little further. To 109 ohms, I suppose. Or when I look at the value of the resistor, the potmeter, it says 22K, so 22 kilo ohms. So now it's 8 kilo ohms. I turn it all the way up, still finding my contact, and it's at 32. And I'm still looking at the data line on the oscilloscope. So what's the difference? It's 208, or should be. Is there something that really stands out in value? I have a hard time seeing it actually. So, I suppose it's nothing. So now I have lifted it, it lost contact, now I'm pressing it again. So in order to make real good contact, I should do the same as in one of my older projects. Solder some nice wires on it and make sure it always makes contact, but that makes it more difficult to actually set a value here. Right, but it does work. That is something that is undeniable. And this still works. LDR2. Or should work anyway. Yeah, now it goes down. LDR2 goes up now. It should anyway. Okay, LDR is down. Now it goes up. Or does it? And this one. Alright, this one goes down. Yep. LDR1, by the way. Uncovered, and it goes up again. But it doesn't get all those high values. And LDR, no, the NTC isn't. That is undetermined actually. Not a real high value. 17, and I release it, it should go higher. And now the resistor value says something in the direction of 224, which is strange because I don't even touch it. Look at the resistor value. How come is that high and low, high and low? That does not make sense, at least not for me. I'm not touching it. Look at this resistor value, that is strange. At one time it says 0, then it says 269, then it says 60. How come? That's very unreliable. I don't get it. Why? It makes contact, otherwise it wouldn't read this value. Strange. One other thing that should be done is put this into the schematics. And then I realized that I had put the connections a bit wrong. To clarify, this is actually not right yet, this one. I will correct this quite soon. This potmeter is a replacement of this resistor. Well, not a replacement, it's an improvisement. But these two poles are actually plus and minus. So, and this is the changing one. So this is plus, then this one is the minus, and this one has to be connected with, in this case, the system LDR, as well as the input to the ADC. The two potmeters are connected in the same way. One potmeter plus and minus. So minus connect to ground, and this changing one, the third wire, is connected to this one. This one is then connected to the minus, and this one is connected to the ADC. This one is then incorrect. So, wire here, And what is that? This one has to be 4. Yeah, same. Then this one has to be wired still to ground. Oops, that's good. So this is good. And yes, this can be, well, can we put here? Verify things. You need to put this, even better. So now the complete wiring is alright. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the wires connected to, or 4 of the inputs connected, and via SPI to the GPIO of the Raspberry Pi 1. And now the whole schematics is connected. And what to do next? Good question. I think I'll enter an overview, because you can see it working, although this value still doesn't make sense. Why high and low while I'm not even touching it? Strange. Very strange.
So now the schematics have been updated. The double potmeter kind of works, still mysteriously with the values. This works, and this more or less works. So that's it for this episode. I realized that I still have a nice Raspberry Pi camera on it, so what can I do with that? Extra view, maybe, who knows. I did it before with experiments, so it's still there. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, this episode, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Give it a thumbs up, like it, leave a comment. You can also follow me on Twitter, retweet and like, leave a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram, like and leave a comment. Very much appreciated, and I'll always answer. Also, please donate to keep the videos coming to you. It takes time and some money to produce them, so it's always welcome and it's always appreciated. And you can also become a patron and have your name mentioned, either on my website or on website and with the video, and that depends on the pledge you make. For more information, please see my website. A lot more videos on them. Also previous video series on different Raspberry Pi projects. And access to a lot of pictures. And my blog with a lot of links to information, to extra information. For now, again, thanks for watching, and to be continued. Bye bye.